Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Game time just around the corner, and although they're coming off a loss last week, it wasn't because of the play they got at quarterback. It was a strong performance turned in by the man under center, but as a team, they came up short. We'll see if they bounce back. It's the Jets going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now, Kizer. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Kizer, and he comes back with one complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The numbers for Crowell in last week's game. 14 carries, 114 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's go! Here we go! 38!
They go play action. Kizer. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On the run, it's Crowell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He throws ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon.
Kizer hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He let one slip away. is getting set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again is Kizer on 2nd and 10. Looking for Brett, intercepted. Bruce caught it with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rival.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Lorenzo Molden coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. From the gun, Kizer. He's going to sling this deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And they are going to set up shop at... And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw is Kizer. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Kizer now. Out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They hustle to the line offensively. Kizer urging them to move faster. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to.
Kizer hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kizer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Play fake. Kizer. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Let's go.
On third down, Kizer steps away to his left. And some space here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now he doesn't get to the first down marker. He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Come on, let's go.
Fourth down, Kizer. Buying time, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. DeShone Kizer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That good for 22 and a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, Kizer going underneath for Crowell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Fourth down, Kizer, desperation time. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. What? 90. Flick round. Flick round.
Here's Kizer. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offense.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I think we can figure out.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Caught here left side by Britt. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On the counter, it's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Now a handoff to Crowell. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they can line things up for them to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now, and the Lions emerging victorious. Theo Riddick, 2 touchdowns on the ground to help lead the way. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.